From West Bengal, 10 months after the rape and murder of junior doctor at RG Kar Medical College, Kolkata is now shaken by yet another horrifying crime. This time, it's a law student who was raped inside her own college premises in the heart of the city. According to the survivors' chilling police complaint that's been accessed by News 9, the crime unfolded around 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday. In fact, right after a student meeting of a Trinamool Congress student wing, we hear this girl was cornered at the college premises. Three men, who that girl refers to in a complaint as J, M and P, these are the initials that she uses to refer to, alleges that they cornered her on the campus. She says two of them, M and P, locked her up in a room with J attempting to rape her. She says that she fought back, she cried, she pleaded, even fell at his feet, saying that she was in love with someone else, but she was forced to strip. First of all, allegations are that the boy or the man, the accused, forced her to accept his proposal. She refused, and that's when he attempted to rape her. She claims that she begged and pleaded for mercy, but eventually was raped. She also suffered a panic attack and also asked for an inhaler. These are points that she's mentioned very clearly in her police complaint. She says she begged for an inhaler because she had shortness of breath. And in fact, M went and got back an inhaler as well. She recovered slightly, only to be dragged by them into the college guard's room after bullying the security guard there to leave. Inside that room, she says Jay stripped her, he raped her, while the other two stood and watched by. She even resisted. She says that while she tried to push away, she was hit by a hockey stick. She was filmed during the entire assault. The accused allegedly used a video to threaten her, warning that if she talked to anyone about this episode, then she'd be killed, her family will be killed, and most importantly, her boyfriend will be harmed. Now, at 10:50 p.m., finally the girl says that she was let go, with more threats, of course. But the next day, this law student made up her mind. She walked into the police station, filed a detailed complaint, and in her statement, she says, and I quote here, "Being a law student, I am now a victim. I want justice, and I'm awaiting it." This is a law student who was a victim now. In fact, earlier was worried to come forward and reveal the case, but now she says that since she's studying law, she, at least for one, should be fighting for herself. Police sources reveal the prime accused is Manojit Mishra, 31 years old, who's a former student of that same law school. The other two accused are Zeb Ahmed, 19-year-old, and Pramit Mukhopadhyay, who's 20 years old. All three were produced before the Alipur court and remanded to police custody until 1st of July. Now, what makes it even worse for the Mamata Banerjee government here in West Bengal is that the prime accused, Manojit Mishra, is a criminal lawyer and a TMCP leader, basically a student wing leader of the TMC. He's seen in photographs as well with some senior TMC netas as well. That's the man I'm talking about on our screens. And BJP, of course, at this point, hammering the TMC, accusing the ruling party there of complete failure of law and order. Multiple such cases of rape, the recent one being the RG Kar case that's come to light, where the BJP pointing straight at the Mamata Banerjee government, calling for her resignation on moral grounds. Well, let me take you through our panelists joining us. Moumita Chakrabarti, who's a political analyst and activist, to give us a little more in detail of what she sees here. Anurag Dikshit, TMCP student leader. In fact, the main accused there, was the head of the TMCP at one point. We also have joining us Barnana Mukherjee, District President of SFI Kolkata. I will, of course, my first question here is to Anurag Dikshit, the TMCP student leader. Anurag, you know who exactly the accused here is? Manojit Mishra. He's a prime accused. If we could have his images on our screens, please. Manojit Mishra, we hear, has links with the TMC. He was part of your wing. So clearly, TMC members getting a complete free hand in carrying out cases like this. The government, after RG Kar, not learning a lesson.
See, Ms. Jamal, as you talk about my affiliation with TMCP and the links which the accused possesses with my federation, my Chhatra Parishad, I would clearly like to mention that I have been into student politics for a long time, since my graduation, undergraduation, but I have never seen this person through my eyes. Point number one. Point number two, my president cleared the point out in a press conference held today at the Trinamool Bhavan, which is our party head office, that the person, the accused, has no links with TMCP, and in no recent committees announced, whether it is a state committee or it is a district committee or it is a college unit committee, he has not been a member of any of such committees. Now, secondly, when you talk about the whole incident, we as a society, irrespective of our parties and irrespective of our, irrespective of our ideologies, we condemn this. And from my part, from being associated with the TMCP and the state government students wing, I completely demand through your channel, which is a national channel, that the victim must be hanged and nothing less than that. Now, about the connections and about the incidents and all the the contemporary situation which is created near the Kasbah Thana by the opposition parties, that is very clear, and that seems that the parties wants to toast their bread on this fire, and they don't want the society to learn something, and they are not doing it for the moral grounds. When we talk about SFI, which is whose parent party CPIM is zero in West Bengal, they do such programs just for their political mileage and nothing else. Also, coming to the BJYM program, they did a similar program. We say that a victim does not belongs to any party, a victim does not belongs to any religion, and a victim does not possesses any different or special ID. Whether it is a victim of West Bengal, the accused of West Bengal, whether the accused is in West Bengal or in any other state, accused is accused, and he must not be treated specially with any affiliation to any party or any religion. So that's a clear stand
Anurag
of my
Dixit, we are
party.
looking at people in a way connected to the TMC having a free run. RG Kar, we saw a similar episode that panned out in a government hospital of West Bengal, in Kolkata hospital. We know, I was there myself on the ground. So somehow TMC members or affiliates feel emboldened. They feel they're above the law. And that seems to be the trend as we see here. Look at the protests that panned out. Barnana Mukherjee, would you want to step in on this? Huge protests outside the college campus. That girl, a law student, I feel so sorry for her. The police complaint, as per her quote, she says that I was scared to come out, but then I told myself I'm a law student. If I don't fight for myself, who will? And I want justice.
Actually, every female student and every girl student in West Bengal in this era is not safe. Starting from the Park Street victim to the Madhamgram and Tilottama and so on. We have faced several problems within our city and within our Bengal. And the thing my dear friend was telling that that people, that Monojit was not associated with TMC and all. I request you all to go through his profile once. Then you will get to know actually what is what. The campuses are being terrified by these hooligans, and these hooligans are being supported and being sheltered by TMCP and this TMC government. And to be very honest, in this time, in this era, TMCP is actually removing their name after the incident happened. When Sandip Ghosh was accused in the time of the Archikor movement, they have told they have no connection with this. Every rape cases uh, from a 13-year-old child in Hashkali to this uh, at the final year student of South Calcutta Law College, we have seen that every time in and every cases the name of TMCP has been raised, but every time TMCP is denying. Actually, they are actually sheltering these hooligans and this rapists. In the time of Tilottama, we have told, SFI have told, that this is a case of campus democracy. And right now also, we we are very serious to mention the campus democracy is affecting because there is no students' union election since 2017 in our Bengal. And to be more specific, the students' union election needs to be done. And the ICC elections, what we say to be as GS Cash, who need to be seen the sexual harassments and or any problem faced by any of the students or any of the female students within the campus, we strongly condemn this incident and we stand by the victim and we want clear ICC election and students' union election within the campuses to build a specific democratic campus and a hassle-free campus where this incident doesn't happen. As we want to mention, from Tilottama to the South Calcutta Law College, we are not safe. The female students are not safe. The
So,
women of the
so if
Bengal
you
are
say that
not
you're
safe.
not safe, then something is inherently wrong in law and order there in Kolkata. I can't imagine after RG Kar, the government did not really flex itself and ensure more security at least government-run institutions. Is this law college a government
Actually,
college? Anurag
those who
Dikshit, you want
are
to clarify? I will come to you, Mamita. But a quick look from the TMC representative here in a way. Anurag Dikshit, after RG Kar, what were the stops that the government pulled to ensure that there was enough security cover for women and women didn't feel vulnerable, at least in government-run institutions?
Ms. Jamal, I would like to clarify the points which my senior colleague, I would say, from SFI told, and also about your contentions that what the government did. I would like to make the whole nation remember that West Bengal is a state which is run by a woman chief minister, and women of West Bengal have always shown the way, and Bengal has always shown the way to rest of the country for women upliftment and for women rights. We are from the state from where Raja Ram Mohan Roy hailed. We are from the state from where Vidyasagar hailed, who talked about widow remarriage. Now, coming back to the point, what my friend from SFI said, that because of student selection, there is no campus democracy and there is no forum to speak out. And when you talk about what are the contentions and what are the steps taken by the government for ensuring such steps have been taken, some steps and complaints can be lodged, I would like to clarify. I don't know how she can say that she's a student leader if she's not aware of the ICC internal complaint committee, anti-ragging committee, and sexual harassment committees, and many UJC normed and UGC mandated committees inside the campus, of which the students are member, as well as there are police officers, inspector in charges, ACPs, DCPs, somewhere commissioner of police is also member. So there are appropriate forums, but see, we are not talking about that whether there was a forum or not. We are talking about that a shameful incident which took place in our educational premises, which was government sponsored. I completely buy the emotions and sentiments of all the people protesting out there and all the people hearing me saying this to your channels and through your channel. And this is for very sure that such incidents are not against any party or any gender, to be specific. It is not only about an incident against a woman or maybe a girl. This is against the society, against humanity, and against the human race. I would like to mention this again, that state government has taken various steps by making additional committees with additional portfolios, which includes many society members, society representatives inside the campuses. Point number one. Point number two, women helpline has been started in the colleges, and that has been displayed by the nodal officers of the colleges, and several internal steps of the college organizations have also been taken.
Let me bring in Mamita Chakravarti. Mamita, what's your take? We saw the BJP is at this point has every ammunition against the Mamata Banerjee government, and rightly so. We're looking at multiple cases of rape, a case of murder, rape and murder in the case of RG Kar, which was barely 10 months ago. Even before people in Kolkata could recover from that horror, here's a fresh one and as gory.
Well, so to start with, Nabila, I will just take 1 minute to show these photographs. I'm not sure if it is visible properly. Yeah, so this is Abhishek Banerjee. Okay, and this is this person, Manoji. So, answering to your question, first I would like to highlight to Mr. Anurag, whatever he was saying, he was, and that lady, Barnali, something like that. So, they were actually justifying that that person, Manojit, is not involved and associated to any way with TMCP or Trinamool thing, right? So, I think I need to remind them and I need to help them to recall that that person, Manojit, was he was graduated in the year of 2022, and after that, he was rehired as a contractual staff by an MLA of TMC government. I mean, the TMC political party, and also he was engaged with some part-time activities with the college political thing, especially the union, union politics and thing. That is why he entered the college on that day, because to organize some event thing and all, and also he is a very close to the college governing body. And why all time we can see that the former students are allowed to enter the college. If you talk about this college, South Calcutta Law College, then also we have seen the same thing with Jadavpur. That is something different. So now I would expect Anurag to justify this after I finish my thing. And now I'm coming to your point, Nabila. So these hospitals are actually becoming the haunted ground, and those colleges are actually college campuses turned endangering the women. And both these places are to heal and educate people, not to kill and harm people like this way. So the West Bengal in the government, the present government of West Bengal, they should protect their daughters, not to protect their cadres, and not to give the back support to the culprits like that. If you and another thing, if I talk about the rape cases starting from Park Street to this, if you remember that Hashkali, there was the involved person named Samir and some Sakir or something like that. They
Yeah.
were also TMC people. Then if you talk about this Park Street, this Kaliaganj, we can see that how badly the police force were dragging the naked body of that 10 years old girl. And next, if we talk about that RG Kaur, when we say RG Kaur, we know Sandeep and Sanjay. They are very close to TMC people. So this is also very shocking for us who live in West Bengal, who belong to West Bengal state, because we feel very ashamed to represent our state broadly these days, because this government is failed to give the security and support to the ladies especially. But they have been protecting the predators years after years after years, and it's already 13 years past. So now my question
What
is,
a
why
shame.
it be all, sorry?
Yeah, what a shame. Anurag Dikshit, unfortunately, I don't have a TMC
But yes,
representative, so it's
that
for you
person,
to
please
respond.
justify that.
You
Why
have
you guys
your,
are
you have
always
your,
denying that that person was not involved to any TMCP position or
yeah,
post? Then why
to say that
this
we
photograph with
have never
Abhishek
seen him in my
Banerjee?
years, you might be honest about it, but the TMC at this point is very strategically distancing yourself. Will you own up, responsibility of the person being affiliated with your party? I mean, I know you can't take responsibility for everyone's behavior, but the fact that he was associated with the TMC, first things first, the party must admit. Yeah,
Ms. Jamal, I would like to clearly mention. See, if I lie on your channel, it is not. See, this is a digital platform, and the world has globalized. The world has went into technology. You can clearly bring out the facts. I challenge the panelists who are sitting with me, be it Momita Di and or be it my Didi from SFI. Can they show any committee, any releases? See, when we talk about party, there could be many supporters who could support the party and who could work for the party voluntarily. But when we talk about the portfolios and the positions, how would we get to know who's a minister or who's a minister for food processing, who is a minister for fire and emergency? There's a list, right? Similarly, TMCP has lists. We do releases for our committees. Can anyone show a list? He was associated to us till 2019. He was in our committee till 2019. Now, also if he would be in any committee associated to TMCP, TMCP or TMC can never take responsibility of any individual behavior. I think that is very clear. But there is no association of this person with TMC or TMCP. Now, I would like to just show a picture, similar picture my dear sister shown us. See, I don't know whether it would be visible on the camera or not, but see, this picture is from the IIT BHU case. We all heard about the IIT BHU case. You see the victims with various BJP leaders, and no one said on this. No political activist came and said on this. There was no take of them on this. Why? Just because they were from an individual party and they had connection with various big leaders. What I'm establishing is in a party, you shown a picture of that person with my honorable president of TMCP. In a public forum, in a public meetings, in public rallies, anybody can approach ministers. In fact, anybody could approach near to any big shot minister or any big shot leader. Not only in TMCP, not only in TMC, in any other
See,
party. Just
these
having a
photographs
picture,
was taken
just having a picture,
not in a
just
public
having a
place.
picture.
That
Let
was
me,
at
let me,
his
let me,
office.
let me.
Are you blind or
Let me
what?
say, you will
Can't you
get your,
see that is
you will
Anurag,
get
office
you
your
have
place?
chance.
How could you
pictures
say
for
that
You
proof,
will
that
get,
was
and
public
you
you will,
have
land?
you will get
Momita
your
very
chance.
clearly flashing
You,
that on her phone.
no, you will get your chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was clearly
can
evident
now
that that
I
is taken
request,
inside an office,
Miss
not a
Mamata,
public
I
place.
request
Please,
Miss
Anurag,
Mamata,
be a
can
little
she tell
human.
that
I
this is a
mean,
picture
be
of
a
which
little
date?
kind.
Can she
It's
tell
a
me the
matter of
date?
rape.
I
That
know.
can be with any of
No, it
us.
is of which date?
That
Miss
can be that
Momita,
girl could have been
this
from your
picture is
family
of
as
which
well. How
date?
can you defend like that
How
way?
old this
This is
picture
not the
is?
way out here. Come
How
on.
old this
How
picture is?
can you
Please don't
justify
shout.
things?
Please don't shout. Let's talk properly so that the nation
No,
can
no,
hear
no.
us.
This is the
Not in
time.
loud
If
and
we
not in
cannot
shouting.
speak now, then
This
when we
picture is
will
of
raise
which
our
year?
voice? Come on.
Just single
What are
point
you talking
question.
about, man?
Just single point question, Didi. This picture is of which year? Is it of 2024, 2023, 22, 21, 20? Of which year?
Then
See,
why are
flashing
you
out pictures from
denying
archives
his
and showing them
association
does
with
not establishes your
TMC?
point. I buy your sentiments
No, but
totally. I have a sister.
whichever
I
year
too
it
feel.
is,
I too
Anurag,
feel.
but whichever year it is, if
Okay,
he's
okay.
affiliated with a
And
party, then he is.
if that
And
No,
this
person
is
is
not
he
the
is
only
not.
case. The
I
outrage
take
is
full
coming because of the
accountability.
multiple
I
cases
take
in
full
the last few years alone.
Nabila,
Right.
please allow
But
me to
I
respond
just
as
have
well.
one simple question, Anurag Dixit.
That
After
this
RG Kar,
picture,
what were the real measures that were taken to ensure women's safety? Barana Mukherjee, would you want to say what real measures did Mamata Banerjee take up? We know, we saw there were candlelit marches that TMC carried out in solidarity with the RG Kar victim, but did they really hold concrete measures, or did they actually have better security safeguards put in place to ensure Kolkata women are safe, or women across West Bengal are safe?
Actually, my friend from TMCP firstly mentioned the thing that our state is run by a female, and that is the most sarcastic statement of our state. After 2011, we thought that our state is run by a female chief minister. We, the female ones, we, the ladies, will be a bit safe in our state. But the thing is, and the thing continues, that we are not actually safe. We have already mentioned what are the which kind of people and which kind of officials may be there in the ICC. I'm very much aware of that because he forgets that I'm a female and I'm a student and I know that. And the rest is in the era and in the regime of TMC in West Bengal in the last 13 years. They actually speak that they will give shelters to the people. But as we have seen, the women security, the security of the women is absolutely null in our state. There are several issues from Hashkali to today's case to Tilottama to Muddhamgram. There are several cases, and every time they told that they will look after this. But every time there is a version that TMCP or TMC is associated with this. I just want to know, being a female, rather than my political identity, I just want to know, than a female, that these TMCP peoples or the government is giving shelters to the rapists and actually doing lathi charge and arresting the people who are protesting against it. Is this the culture of Bengal? I just want to know from my friend who is actually telling me that Bengal is a safe state.
That's all I have to say.
Can I take 1 minute,
Your
please?
last, as I'm short on time here, your last take, Mamita. What would you like to
Yeah,
say
see,
to Mamata
actually, one
Banerjee,
thing,
who's a
Nabila, you
woman
must know
governing a
that.
state?
One thing you must know
Yeah.
that in West Bengal, this TMC government is extension of CPIism. But if you ask me why, I'm telling you, if you remember in 1990, that Bantala rape case, the three health workers were raped and brutally murdered. So every time in West Bengal, whatever the rape cases come, we all remember about that Bantala case, and I mean many other cases, not only Bantala. So now the thing is that the question will always be there: why in West Bengal? Why this government is actually unable to give the security and safety to the women? Why the CCTV is not implanted properly, and why there are no proper security protocols and all? See, this is not about, definitely not about only the bad apples. It's all about the systematic chain procedure which has been followed by and following by the government blindly. And if being a normal citizen, if you raise your voice, you will be arrested in the next day. You will be trapped either by the false cases will be against you. You will be thrown out to the jail. So that's what is happening. So in the global platform,
Absolutely
we
shameful.
really feel very ashamed
What
of calling ourselves
a
that we
law
are from West
college
Bengal
that's
these days.
turned into a crime scene for gang rape, and all this under the nose of the TMC student union wing. If there was a meeting that was held a little earlier there of the TMC Students Union, a crime like this that happened right in the close vicinity and proximity of that meet, it's just absolutely shocking.